It's time to welcome to the Studio of Dreams this week's live session, Mr. Nick Miller. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Very well, thank you.
I'm loving the rocking way you're wearing that flat cap.
True Bolton style.
True Bolton style, and good for the rain and the wind as well. And I'm also loving the Bob Marley T-shirt and kind of dichotomy to that. The fact, a bit of sunshine, but the flat cap for really practical, sensible reasons.
That's it.
It's very wise. Now listen, Nick, I'm a bit confused about you, to be honest, because I keep hearing your name coming up. I've played your music quite a few times. Sometimes I play your music and it's one band. Then I'll play something else and I see your name is kind of with another band. You've just got so many thumbs in so many musical pies. So what's to do? What is your musical story?
Burnham and Lisa is a band that I've been pushing for 4 or 5 years with my good friend Mark. And when I had lots of songs and I was just like, I wanted to play them, I wanted to do a good job of them, so I called in the help of many friends. And
as you imagine, Heather's here, Heather Walkington, hello. Rudely not said hello to you yet.
Don't worry about me.
There's no flat cap, but you're still looking marvellous.
I'm just wearing a woolly hat instead, actually.
Exactly. You're rocking that look instead. But you, Heather, of course, you've come in and done a session with me here at BBC Radio Manchester as part of your band, which is Secondhand Wings.
That's right, yeah. Nick's a good friend of ours. I've watched his band loads of times. I said to him once, I'd absolutely love to put some vocals on that song for you. And a couple of years later it kind of developed and he was like, well, I'm doing this album, I need someone to kind of put some female vocals on there. So I ended up all over Nick's album, actually.
Yeah, and I went up to him in the pub once and I've written this song for this girl and I need some beautiful vocals on it. Can you help me out? And so she came round, recorded them in my bedroom, in my walk-in wardrobe, which we transformed into a vocal booth.
Quite creepy, really.
Yeah, not many men could go, come round to my bedroom and get into my wardrobe. And women go,
actually what he said. Yeah, he did say that.
And our friend Luke Harrison, who produced the album, was playing you all kinds of things in your ears, wasn't he, while you were doing it, trying to creep you out.
We won't go into that.
So Nick, tell me about Nick Miller and the Serial Killers then, because this is another sort of thumb you have in musical pie. Who are they? What's to do with that?
Well, this is the band that we put together to produce my album, which is War of the Roses. And it just consists of the best people we know for the job. So
right. So is it kind of like a Boltonian supergroup?
That's it. Yeah, it is. Bolton seems to have a big stake at the minute.
Yeah, totally.
I think everyone's just very good friends. We all go out, we all have a drink together, and so we got Heather in, obviously, from Secondhand Wings. Yeah. There's Luke Harrison, who plays with Pancho Ballard, and Mark Jones, who plays with the Managers, and Andrea Glass. Who am I missing? I'm missing someone.
Mark, who's already...
Oh yeah, Mark Hesford, I should mention. Yeah, he was in Burnham and Lisa. He's a drummer.
Well, listen, we'll untangle the musical web of Boltonian talent as the evening goes on. But let's hear the first live song you're going to play. Which track are you going to play for us first?
I'm going to play a song called Scarborough Burger Vans. Or The Hangover Song, which is a song I wrote one May bank holiday. Well, this May bank holiday, particularly hungover, with a story about a love rival who likes to flip burgers on Scarborough Beach in the summer.
Surely you can beat them in the love stakes. We'll hear more about this in a moment. Let's hear it now live. This is Nick Miller on BBC Radio Manchester introducing and Scarborough Burger Vans.
Make you mine, you're with someone else with neither looks nor wealth. Put me in the picture, give me half a chance to complicate romance. I give you the world, put me in the picture. Let's make provision for coincidental collision. I have a concept for you now. Scheme forever to be together, so show me how it's gonna go down, down, down. Treat me better or let the severance leave me hungover and proud, 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 hungover and proud. I wanna make you mine in time. I wanna make you mine. I want you to stand exactly where I planned. Put me in the picture. How do you choose a man? sweating over pans in Scarborough burger vans. What a flipping picture. Let's make provision for coincidental collision. I have a concept for you now. Now, scheme forever to be together, so show me how it's gonna go down, down, down. Treat me better or let the severance leave me hungover and proud, 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 hungover and proud. I wanna make you mine. I wanna make you mine. I wanna make you mine. In time, and if I could be who you wanted, if I could be who you wanted all the time, all the time.
And it was so beautiful. I never would have believed it. Amazing. Nick Miller live on BBC Radio Manchester, introducing with Heather Walkington on beauty backing vocals as well.
Why, thank you.
Fantastic stuff. So, I mean, I've heard nasty rumours about a music video, Mr. Nick Miller, which you have made with the lovely Miss Heather, which involves nudity and paint.
Yeah.
This isn't going well, really. Heather, you know, I'm starting to think, you know, this is, you know, so far your relationship with Nick has involved you having to be ushered into a wardrobe in his bedroom, and now there's nudity and paint involved.
He's quite domineering.
So what is this? What is a video, and are the rumours true?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think I originally thought I quite fancied the idea of a video.
Getting Heather naked and covered in paint.
No, originally it was a lot
That was
more
an afterthought.
it was a lot more innocent than that at first, I think. I was wanting people to throw rotten vegetables at me while I sang, and it just evolved into this idea of having us a split screen with Heather and I, both covered in paint, lying on my front room floor, with about, there's about 10 or 12 people weren't there throwing paint at us, and paint comes off me and goes onto her in quite an arty way.
Right.
So I had to learn the song backwards, you know, so it got
Chris
the
Martin styley.
That's correct, yeah.
Because of course in the video for which song was it they did? Was it The Scientist? I think
yeah,
it was The Scientist. He had to learn the entire song backwards.
That's right.
And then the film, the way it was filmed, he was actually singing forward. So you had to do that as well?
I did the same, yeah.
How did you even begin to do that?
I think it was about 3 months of literally listening to the song backwards in the car, and
Oh.
now I prefer it. It actually sounds better backwards.
It's beautiful backwards. It's really nice.
It sounds like a...
Is this She's a Siren?
No, it's Falter.
Oh, it's Falter, okay.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like, what's the band called? Sigur Rós.
Sigur
Yes,
Rós,
Poppy
yeah.
Polar. It's got that kind of vibe to it. It's really nice.
Can you give us a line backwards from Falter?
Yeah.
Go on.
Op voor bwynia law no winne emmer ven vawan.
That is super. It is very Sigur Rós.
Yeah.
Has to be said. Oh, you see, if I'd known that properly in advance, I would have got you to sing the whole thing backwards. It would have been amazing. If not slightly frightening, especially if someone had just got in from a few jars on a Sunday afternoon and turned their wireless on and heard that. They'd think, ah.